Russo's Playbook.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are back with another edition of the NFL Rundown here on Russo's Playbook. I'm your host, Nick Russo, and I got my boy Pat, as always. How you doing, Pat?
What's going on, man? What's up, everybody? Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We actually are doing this on a Saturday night this week. We might be doing some changes, so who knows? It might be new for Saturday nights. We'll start dropping these instead. You can stay tuned. We'll obviously update you on all our Twitters, Instagram, all that at Russo's Playbook. You can also find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. And we got a lot to talk about today with news and notes. We got our top 5 power rankings, both offense and defense. But you want to jump right into it with the news and notes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it. So we got the Falcons wanting to trade Julio Jones, that is.
Shoo.
And it's not just, they might be trading, rumors are going around. No, it's they want to trade him now. I mean, there's obviously takers, you got the 49ers, Ravens, Patriots.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you really want to? Like, is that really what you want to do here?
I feel like if you're getting rid of your superstar player, it's like that's kind of like hints. It's like, are they rebuilding? Like, are they are they knocking down what they had to create something new? I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Ravens, you just said it. Like that would be so scary, Russo.
Dude, that would be a great pickup.
Problem.
Yeah. And they have Sammy Watkins, who they signed this offseason to kind of fill that like big body number one guy, but he's not that. He's not
Julio.
number one guy. Exactly. So you get a guy like Julio now to match with Hollywood Brown.
And help develop Hollywood Brown. I mean, Hollywood Brown's still young. You have a dog like Julio coming in to stop it. Yeah. That'd be a problem.
Not to mention Mark Andrews, the tight end. Not to mention Lamar Jackson with his feet. You know what I'm saying? We know what he could do. So that would be crazy. That would be a great trade for the Ravens. I've been saying it all offseason. They needed a number one. They went out and got Rashad Bateman in the draft, who I think I put that in my mock draft. I love that pick for them.
I'm over here saying they're going to develop Hollywood Brown. Develop him.
Yeah, exactly. Rashad Bateman, too.
Beast.
Yeah, that man's a monster. And then, and bringing in a guy like Julio could just make that three-headed monster for wide receivers. You wouldn't be able to stop that.
No.
That would be
a problem.
Exactly. In a word, a problem. That's 2 words. Anyway, and then we got another wide receiver, Davante Adams, who said his future may not be with Green Bay if Rodgers leaves. He is set to be a free agent, I believe, after this year. So that'll be interesting. I mean,
imagine. Do you blame him?
Yeah, definitely can't blame him.
I mean,
the Packers just. Could you imagine losing Rodgers, Davante Adams? You have no offense now.
Yeah,
there's literally nothing in place.
There's something going on in that front office. It's an absolute travesty. Like, you think, like, if you can't keep your number one superstar MVP caliber quarterback happy, the people underneath them and him in the locker room are gonna be like, they can't keep him happy.
Exactly.
How am I gonna find my way here? It's just troubles are brewing in Green Bay.
Yeah, and that's especially, you're not just talking about the big money guys. You're looking at the smaller free agents, the special teamers. All those guys are looking like, wait a second, you're not paying Aaron Rodgers, and why would you pay me then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you have no trust going all the way down to your practice squad at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously those guys have to be on edge with they might get cut, but like to sit there and watch Aaron freaking Rodgers be not happy, not getting paid, not what he wants. I mean, it obviously shows for everybody else they could be on the move anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll move into a couple questionable moves. I know we've talked about past couple of shows. Tim Tebow has officially signed with the Jaguars, which was already like, what are we doing here? But then Urban Meyer has their running back they drafted the first round, Travis Etienne, line up at wide receiver all of rookie minicamp. Did not take one snap at running back.
Yeah. It's odd. I mean, it's you got to think, like, is this Urban Meyer being the typical, college coach, can't transition to the NFL? It very well could be. Time will tell there. But, like, I get you have James Robinson, and I get that Etienne is a super versatile player, but to not get any practice at running back, and when you're bringing him in, that's got to take a shot at his confidence and like, hey, I came here to run the ball. And he's not doing that. So it'll be interesting to see like how that develops. I'm curious to see if he's just going to be like a slot guy. Like, that'd be nuts.
It would be crazy not to use him for his skill at running back. Like, and then not only that, you can add on, obviously, those two questionable moves for players, but then he also had a questionable hire earlier in the year that's obviously been buried at this point where, nobody's talking about. But that was red flag number one. He hired Chris Doyle, who was a former strength coach at University of Iowa, but he was accused of making racist remarks, belittling, and bullying players. And that's the guy you're bringing in first year you're hired.
Yeah, seems like strike 1, 2, and 3 are...
They're adding up.
Yeah.
They're adding up at this point. Urban Meyer, I think you're already ruining your career at this point. Like, what do you...
If
Listen,
he doesn't...
obviously winning's like the deodorant for everything. You know what I'm saying? That covers up everything. You win and there's no problems. But, like, it's your first year, rookie quarterback. You're clearly not going to win right away, I don't think anybody thinks.
Yeah, well, he better with the decision, with the choices he's made and what he's been doing. I feel like he needs to win and win quickly.
Yeah, right away. Exactly. And then let's move on to Juwan James, cut by the Broncos after tearing his ACL outside of the team facility. He gets no money from it.
Yeah, I think that's bull, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Like, you expect these guys to come back from the offseason and dominate at their position. That's not happening unless they're training in the offseason. If they're not, they're not training at your facility, you still want them to be training somewhere else, or else they're just not going to be at that dominant level that you expect them to be at. So for you not to form any type of compensation for to this player when he got hurt training for your team, so he can win for your team, I think it's just bullshit.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
I agree 100%. It just goes to show. Every time a player's sitting out and arguing that they want more money, this is why.
Yeah.
They deserve it because you get, that's an asshole move right there.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Having somebody who's training outside the facility, practicing, doing whatever he's doing, doesn't matter. He could have been playing basketball. That's a workout.
Yeah.
He's working out playing basketball. So the fact that you would cut him, give him no money after he tears his ACL outside of this team facility, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. It's wrong move.
Exactly. And let's move on to... another player, Ryan Kerrigan, who was released from the Washington football team and has now signed with the Eagles. He was with the Washington football team for 10 years and then goes to a division rival. It's a good pickup for the Eagles, but that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Definitely bad blood, but hey, I think clearly he has some gas left in the tank.
Yeah.
Eagles need help at linebacker. They have young guys there, so you get a veteran to develop them as well as play. Good move for the Eagles.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got the Patriots, who re-signed Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
That's what I don't understand. You have Cam Newton, you have Mac Jones, you have Jarrett Stidham. What do you re-sign Brian Hoyer for? I guess I'm a little salty because I know the Jets need a veteran. We had him in to visit. Mm-hmm. So I definitely would have took him as a veteran behind Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that would have been great.
But, you're just piling quarterbacks at this point for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, my only thought is, Mac Jones clearly just got there. Cam Newton's only been there for a year. Stidham, it's just, Stidham, so.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense, and the only reason why I think it makes sense is you have Hoyer, clearly has been around the Patriots, and Patriots at their best. He knows the formula. So to have that guy get in there in the quarterback room and share that formula with Cam, like I said, only been there a year, and Mac Jones, I think that makes sense, especially if, hey, you don't want Mac Jones to go out there right away week one, and you have Cam Newton out there, and he ends up balling out and playing a good majority of the year. You want Hoyer on the sideline with Mac Jones, guiding him, teaching him, putting little notes in his ear. Definitely, I think that's a good move for them. But, oh man, Belichick.
Yeah, well, I know. The only thing I could think of, Cam gets hurt, Mac Jones isn't ready. We know Jarrett Stidham's ass.
Yeah,
so
Stidham.
You throw in Brian Hoyer, and he's going to lead the game-winning drive last quarter, and he's going to be a hero. And Bill Belichick's going to go to the podium. That's why we signed Brian Hoyer. Yeah. That's why we re-signed them, man.
And then the whole rest of the NFL just throws up.
Exactly. All right, so let's move into our top 5 that I said we'll touch on this week. So we got top 5 power rankings, the overall. Then we got offense and defense. So let's kick it off with the overall first. Number 1 for me, I got the Chiefs.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, they obviously retooled and everything. Got a whole brand new O-line, which is miles ahead of the line they had last year, especially in that Super Bowl.
I feel like it's miles ahead of the majority of the offensive lines in the NFL right now. It's incredible what they've done. And it's funny because, when the season first ended and they made their cuts and they dealt with the injuries, you're kind of just like, whoa, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
And they did everything right. It's just incredible.
Yeah, for sure. And then my number 2, I got the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford coming in. I think he's going to lead that offense 100 times better than Jared Goff.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sean McVay wanted a guy. He got his guy. You know what I'm saying? That's who he wanted. So
yeah, I'm happy for Matt Stafford. I'm a big Stafford guy. I'm happy that he has the opportunity to play for a team that is wants to win, unlike Detroit, who seems to just do everything in their power to lose.
Yeah, well, now they got a guy leading them who wants them to bite kneecaps. So
I'm with it. Bite all the kneecaps, Dan Campbell. Hell yeah.
You got to win somehow.
My number 2, I had the Bucks at number 2.
Okay,
I mean, they brought all the guys back. They were just in the Super Bowl. Tom freaking Brady. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's very true. I got them at 3, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
I have the Bills at 3. I think, Josh Allen is just a tank. That offense is great. That chemistry with him and Stephon Diggs is only going to continue to get great. The defense is all time. Like, what they've done for that defense, stellar. And young, too. So,
yeah.
Who'd you have at 4?
For number 4, I got the Bills. So, like you touched on, young defense, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs obviously growing together. And with that defense, I mean, they just keep drafting edge rushers.
Yeah.
And even if they don't turn out, they got 2 or 3 that they just drafted after, you know what I'm saying, that might turn out. So they just keep producing them, see how they do. And, I mean, imagine all 3 of them turn out good. They drafted one last year in second round, back-to-back in first round, second round this year. So, I mean, they got plenty. Yeah. They got plenty to work with.
Yeah. Zach Wilson, you will be okay, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We got a good O-line now. But no, who you have at 4?
I had the Rams.
Okay, there we go.
Same reasons you said before. McVay got his guy in Stafford. Happy for Stafford. Hopefully they put it all together.
Yeah. Yeah, and then for my number 5, it's going to be the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson, you can't ask for more.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be right up there in offense or in overall teams this year.
And if they sign Julio,
exactly,
they ain't 5 no more.
Yeah,
they're up there.
Which got 5?
I had Packers.
Packers, okay.
They're 5 because they could drop severely lower than that if we find out Aaron Rodgers hits the dipski. So
exactly,
that's a little asterisk next to that one.
Yeah, every time we mention Packers, always got to put an asterisk because we do not know. We're factoring whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to be there.
Yeah.
So that's mine, and then I got my don't sleep on the Browns. I think they could sneak their way into a top 5 team this year.
Absolutely. My don't sleep right there as well as the Browns. I mean,
yeah,
they made a lot of improvements.
Yeah.
It's pretty cut and dry that they're looking at making a run at the playoffs, and they have the talent to do so.
Yeah, and then let's move into our top 5 offenses. So number 1, I think it's obvious. I gotta go Chiefs.
Yep, I had the Chiefs there. I mean, we said it before. Offensive line, the weapons that we know they have, just the speed it's unparalleled to anything. And then Mahomes, it's done.
And don't sleep on that defense.
I mean, it's good.
I know they focus a lot on the offense, but they're turning some kids out on defense. So number 2, I got the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
I think Dak is back. And he's ready to attack, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. I think they got plenty of weapons on the offense. They're retooling the O-line. They're building that defense to be better. I think they could be a top 5 offense, though, for sure.
Yeah, I think the talent's clearly there. It's there. It's just like why can't they put it together? I mean, obviously Dak got hurt last year, but even before that, like they still have weapons. It just things seem to crumble. I wonder if it's the coaching, but it's. I like that pick.
Yeah,
I like that pick a lot.
Okay.
I had the Bucks. They brought everybody back. My list is it's wimpy. I feel like it's what you expect, but I mean, the Bucks, man. It's Tom freaking Brady.
You can't argue with that.
You can't argue with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have them in my top 5 only because I think teams made bigger improvements, and I think they're a better team on defense, which we'll get to later. But yeah, they definitely can be argued that they should be top 5 as well. For my number 3, though, I got Packers. Asterisk next to it, right there. You did not know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there. If he was there, I'd put him 1 or 2, to be honest.
All right.
But not knowing if he's going to be there or not, we're dropping him to 3 for me. Yeah. And who you got?
I have the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, Kyler Murray, the wide receivers, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk. I mean,
signed AJ Green.
AJ Green. Don't they have? Do they have Brandon Cooks? Or am I tripping?
Nah, I think you're tripping.
I'm tripping. Scratch that, people.
They did sign a wide receiver, or not sign. They drafted a wide receiver. I think it was. I want to say it was Rondale Moore, but I'm not sure. But I think it was, and that's a pretty good pick too.
Yeah, no. They just have the weapons, and they signed James Conner.
Yeah, very true, very true. They were stacking up this year on offense.
Oh yeah,
and they turned around that defense too. But yeah, this is top 5 offense. I think they're gonna turn out to that. My number 4, I got the Browns.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're gonna be good this year. I think all around gonna be good this year. They improved everywhere, to be honest, and that's why I put in my don't sleep for the top 5.
Sure.
And I got them at number 4 for offense.
Do you see Odell's coming back too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I like that pick a lot. I had the Bills. I mean,
Yeah.
Josh Allen. Like I said before, that chemistry with him and Stephon Diggs is only going to keep getting better. That's where I have them at number 5. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 4.
Yeah, and then for number 5, I got the Cardinals, like you touched on.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, they could definitely be elite this year on offense.
Without
for
a
sure.
doubt. Without a doubt. I have the Rams.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, they could fit in for sure. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, like we touched on, Matthew Stafford being there.
Cam Akers too. He's second year. He could be a beast. So
yeah, he is. He is. And then for my sleeper pick, the Falcons, I think could sneak into that.
I love that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sneak into a top 5 offense for sure. With Kyle Pitts being drafted, number 4 overall tight end.
If they trade Julio, do you still keep him there? And you don't sleep?
See, I don't think Kyle Pitts would be Julio or can be Julio, but he can be a version of Julio
Sure.
that, like, he could fill that void.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think they would drop off tremendously, but I don't think I'd put him there if he left.
All right. Cool. Yeah. My don't sleeper. I had the Bengals.
Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow coming back. Those wide receivers are nasty. He's gonna throw the ball to Jamar Chase like he did back at LSU.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a great offense, but offensive line.
Yeah, that's
Struggle
a big
there.
question.
Joe Mixon also needs to just take his head out of his butt because I don't know what he's been doing. I picked him fantasy year over year thinking this is the year. It has not been the year. So
Yeah,
come on, Joe Mixon.
It's been bad. Let's move right along to the top 5 defenses. Number 1, I gotta start with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I said it when we were talking about the offenses. They're not on the offense because I think their defense is
Just that much better.
that much better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I have the Bucks too, number 1.
Yeah, for sure. And then number 2, I got the Washington football team.
Yup, me too.
Yeah. I mean, they drafted that middle linebacker. At first, I was like, why are they going defense? Then I realized John Bostic's still on the team, who's 33 years old,
Yeah.
32, something like that. And they needed a middle linebacker, and Jamin Davis is going to fill that role perfectly.
I think so. Dude, that defense is so young and so good. I mean,
Yeah.
Chase Young is an absolute psycho.
Yeah.
It's just that defense is going to be really good, I think, for a long time. I think I've been saying it. Team's winning that division, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. I think they could be up there with them and the Cowboys, even the Giants, maybe. I don't
It'll
know.
be like, yeah. I mean, from last year to this year, it's like that division took a big jump.
Yeah, huge. But let's stay on course. Number 3, I got the Rams. I think that defense, Aaron Donald, you can't doubt it any time. They obviously took a hit losing their safety, John Johnson, but safeties are can be filled. You know what I'm saying? That void is easy to fill. So I think they could slip in at number 3 right there.
I love it. I had the Bills at number 3. For the reasons you had said before, that they're edge rushers, they stack them, and I think that's important being in the AFC, especially in the AFC East. You have a lot of mobile quarterbacks. Not to mention when you later on in the playoffs, you're going to be seeing Lamar Jackson, so you're going to be needing those edge rushers to contain him. So I and not to mention like they're dogs all around. Like they play fast and they hit hard. That's a great defense to have at number 3.
Yeah. And then for number 4, they improved on their on their team this offseason tremendously. So I got to get them up there. It's the Patriots, of course.
Okay.
I mean, they got a lot of players they signed, but also a lot of players that are coming back from opting out or injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they could sneak right back up there into a top 5 defense.
Yeah, I mean I hate them, but you can't knock greatness. So
Yeah.
I respect it. I had the Rams. I mean Aaron
There you
Donald
go.
up front, guy's a psycho.
Yeah.
That's just a great. Jalen Ramsey too. I mean,
Yeah.
they got some dogs on that defense. So I have him coming in number 4.
Yeah, for sure. And then my number 5 might surprise some people. Shout out my Giants fans. I got them number 5 on defenses.
Oh man.
They took a step up this year. They really did.
They did.
They had some corners. They obviously got their safeties
Bradbury's
and
a
line.
beast.
Exactly, yeah. And they got middle linebacker Blake Martinez. I believe they have a couple edge rushers come back from injury, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that could be a big boost. And obviously they got the up front with Leonard Williams and stuff. So they could have it secure this year on defense.
For sure. I like that. I had the Browns. I mean, we mentioned it before. They made a lot of upgrades. Myles Garrett, he's just a beast.
Yeah.
You see some of his workouts on Instagram. You're just like, how is this possible?
The guy's insane. But I had him. I had them at number 5.
Yeah, for sure. And then my sleeper pick, the 49ers.
Love it.
Got some players coming back from injury. Quite a few players come back from injury. And although they lost their defense coordinator, Robert Saleh, to the Jets as a head coach, but I think they got enough talent to where it as much as Saleh mattered to that defense, I don't think it's going to matter as much in this transformation to a new defense.
Sure.
And I don't even think it's a new defense. I believe somebody is just being promoted from within.
Yeah.
So at that point, it shouldn't be any big jump or leap.
I wouldn't even call you crazy if you had him in like your top 5.
In the top 5,
to jump.
Yeah, for sure.
But while we're on the 49ers, real quick, Richard Sherman, what do you think's going to happen to him?
Ooh. All right. I mean, obviously it would be nice to return to the 49ers, and there's rumors he might return to the Seahawks, but I truthfully think he's going to land in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I almost said Oakland. Las Vegas Raiders. I think that's just a good fit for him. I don't know what John Gruden's doing over there.
I don't think John Gruden knows what John Gruden's doing over
But very true. But I at least think Richard Sherman can bring that veteran stability, especially with some young corners on that team.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What got for your sleeper? Yeah.
My sleeper pick was the Jets.
Ooh, okay.
New York Jets. And I'll tell
Shout
you
him
why.
out.
Quinton Williams up front, he's just a beast stopping the run. They signed Carl Lawson. We got a threat on the edge now. C.J. Mosley's coming back, linebacker. That helps immensely. Marcus May covering the deep ball. He's a beast. We are gonna offer him a contract, so happy about that. And then you mentioned it before. I'll let you touch on it. They're cornerbacks, man.
I mean, everybody's hating on it, and I mean, I get why it looked ugly last year, but you also had a defensive coordinator that put them in the wrong positions.
Yeah.
Nobody goes all out blitz with 6 seconds left as the Raiders throw up a Hail Mary and you have your undrafted free agent rookie in there. Nobody does that. They were put in horrible spots.
Thank you.
And exactly. And Bryce Hall he literally, even with terrible defense coordinator calls, he improved every week because he was injured, so he started only midway through the season. So he's improved every week. He had about 4 passes defense, 1 interception to end the year. And then Bashawn Austin. I mean, everybody's hating on him, and I could see where he needs to retool those his coverage skills in that department. But the dude is aggressive. He attacks the ball. He makes plays. He forces fumbles. And you just don't find many corners like that.
Yeah.
So with Robert Saleh coming in, instead of saying, "Oh, bless Austin has no chance," no. How about we've redefined his tools, get him better in coverage, and by mid-season he'll be at 3-4 picks with 3-4 forced fumbles. I mean, it's just that simple.
You're speaking poetry, Russo. I hand that off to you. I wanted you to throw the helmet on for the people.
Oh, I could have. I definitely could have.
I felt the blood pumping.
I was ready. I was thinking about it. No, man. But that is a good sleeper pick because Robert Saleh is a game changer.
Absolutely.
He is, for sure. But that'll wrap it up there with our top 5 or news and notes. You can catch that on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can read up on our blogs at russosplaybook.com. You can check us on our social medias, which is at Russo's Playbook, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I believe we have TikTok up and going. See, I don't even know this stuff.
Tiki-taki.
It's up there, exactly. You can find us everywhere. We're trying to put out as much as we can for you guys and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed listening, learn a little bit, laugh a little bit, and just have some fun, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. We'll catch you guys again next Sunday.
Peace.